Oh yeah.
Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. We're back with the Ted Show. We've got a musical guest, the talented Jordan Massey, on the show. We're going to talk about You're Not What Happened to You, but how you respond to it. He'll say that much prettier than I did. But I love the topic, and I am excited to hear his music. Welcome to the show, Jordan.
Thank you.
Very, very
Thank you for
excited to
having me.
have you. All right, so the audience always loves origin story. They want to know about Jordan. They want to know if you sang in front of your family, if you always knew you had a musical gift. So they want to know a little bit about your history. So give us some details.
Well, I didn't sing in front of my family at all because I was a really shy, introverted kid. So, um, I will always sing like privately, like with my brother or with like just me, my brother, and my sister, just like hanging out type situation, and like we're just sing together. But like I was never like singing in front of the entire family or like more than just that. Like it was always just us. So we used to have like sing offs or just sing together just because our voices like harmonized together, and we got really excited about it. So yeah, we sung a lot, but neither I don't think either one of us knew that towards like right now in life that we would like be pursuing it, which is pretty crazy. So yeah,
How did you know
it's
you wanted to do this? Like this was your career. How did you know? When did you say, "Hey, you know what? I want to make music my life's work"?
when I did my first song.
Yeah.
My brother did his first song, and then he told me about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like you you did that, and so he told me where he went and how he did it, and I was like, okay, I want to try it out, and so that's what happened in my situation. I wrote a song, I went, and it just happened to be like a lot of fun, and like the song was like a really great song, and I was like, I wrote this. This is crazy. Um, so like it just all started there because like it was just something that like came so naturally, and it wasn't forced, and I wasn't trying to like focus on it. Like it just had like it just pulled me towards it, and like it just happened so naturally, and I just kind of fell in love with it after I was like completely done. So after
And
I
so
did my
where do
first,
you,
I just
what kind
wanted
of,
to
how
keep
would you
doing it.
describe your music? And then where do you get the inspiration for your music? Where do you find that?
I feel like music is very. I feel like it's very like I feel like I experiment with it a lot. I feel like no song sounds like the last, which is what I really like, and I really try to do something different in each song because it brings that rush of like making new music and also being versatile like to the table. So I really like appreciate that. So like I think music is very different, but it's bold in its own way, and I'm very super proud of it.
I love it. Are you involved in the songwriting process too? Do you write your music?
Yeah, I wrote every single song I got.
Really?
Yeah, unless it was a feature, I wrote it by myself. And if it was a feature, they wrote their verse, and I wrote everything towards my verse. I wrote myself. Yeah.
And so where do you get the inspiration? Is it life? Is it friends? Is it relationships? What motivates you to or inspires you to write a song?
I gotta really pinpoint where, like, what mood I'm in, I guess, and like what I want to write about. So it's always like the first stage is what am I gonna put on paper type thing, and then like after like I know exactly what I'm writing about. I kind of just more so try to trigger an emotion I had during that time. You know what I mean? So like if it was
Sure.
if I was upset, I would come from that place. If I was happy, I would come from that place. Like it's just like putting myself back in the shoes, but not like reliving the situation, accepting what it was, like refilling what it like how it made me feel, and just moving on from it. Like me writing it out made me move on from it. So it made it therapeutic for me. Um, so it was just more so like channeling that time in your life, you know, and just like bringing it to paper, and then like after it's like out there and heard, you just kind of realize that you really did move on from it, and it's not
Yeah.
something that you hold on to, which is what I'm really proud that music has brought to me. You know what I mean? So
It's
yeah.
awesome. So what is it like when you're performing a song and the audience has the reaction? Because it's like your baby, right? It's something you created. You're pouring your heart out. And then when the audience loves it or responds to it, what's that feeling like?
It's definitely like very exciting, and it's like it can be like really exhilarating because you feel like yeah, like yes, they like it. Like yes, it's amazing, or like honestly, you get really excited and happy, but and honestly, it just kind of makes you feel like you're heading on the right path. Really, it gives you that kind of like it gives you that assurance, I guess you can say. Like it just
Love it.
makes
All right, so
you
tell
like
me
happy.
before I have you perform. Obviously, I always encourage the guest to pick a title, figure out something. So you chose "You Are Not What Happened to You, but How You Responded to It." Where did that come from?
So so this new EP that comes out on Friday, November 13th. Um, this when it comes out this Friday, and honestly, it's not what you would expect if you listen to my first EP. It has a lot of different stories in it. It's more so a story about someone falling in love and then eventually how like that situation turned them into a whole different being. So basically, it's a different side of me that you get to witness. And honestly, why I chose that is because things happen and you do learn from them, you do experience it, you do feel it. But honestly, if you heard this EP, you would know for sure it's not who I am right now. Which is why, and that's also so crazy because like this week I also saw another quote and it was saying like, "My truth begins in pain, but it doesn't end there." And I felt that on a thousand like levels. Like honestly, like things gonna happen to you, and honestly, the best description was how you respond to it describes who you are, not what happened to you. You see what I'm saying? Like
I
you're gonna be
do.
judged off of how you respond, how you're gonna act for what happened to you, rather than how you respond to it. Because a lot of things have happened to me, and instead of like me personally going the bitter road about it and being just like a straight douchebag walking around, I still chose to like own that I do have a big heart, own that I do care about people, own that I do want to see other people happy, and I do want to grow and evolve each and every day. And I'm not gonna like stay stagnant in one place just
Right.
because bad things have happened to me. Very bad things, honestly. So like, I chose that because a lot of people don't know that you can't excuse your reaction. You know what I mean? How you react
Right.
is who you are. It's not who that person is. So
Right.
it's all about taking accountability and also knowing that in order for you to evolve, in order for you to grow, you have to acknowledge that there's these chapters in your life or just a chapter. You have to move on to the next. You can't stay
I
there.
love that. I love it. You're not taking the you're not acknowledging the fact that stuff happens to you, but you're not taking the victim mentality.
Yeah,
How you react to it. It's so important. Guys, I'm not saying that's an easy way to do
yeah.
things. I'm
It's not
just,
easy at all, but
but
it's definitely
but
something
it
to
it
remember.
is life changing if you can try to find ways to not let that change you. And so, all right. So tell us what you're going to perform for us today. I'm really excited. Tell me.
So the song I'm going to perform is gonna be it's called "Dangerous," and it is the third track off of my EP, and it's not out yet, so there's definitely like an exclusive listen.
Woo!
But it's
Love it.
about more so a situation where these two people are in a relationship, and the guy found out that his partner is basically manipulating and basically taking advantage of him and cheating on him. And more so, instead of him like going the route of how he used to be when he was younger, when he was like a toxic person, when he was like not so like faithful or whatever, he's basically just saying I could have went here, but I'm gonna go this route. So it's kind of like
Love
relative
it.
to like you are like your reaction to something. So yeah, just more so
Awesome.
about how he just
All
kind of
right. We're going to let you perform,
went
my
off.
friend. Dangerous, right?
Strangers.
Right. Jordan Massey, everybody. Nice.
That's me.
That's a nice setup.
Mhm.
You know when you want me to start it. Take your time. Good to go.
I wanna know if you really love me, so you wouldn't be alone. But me, I just talking about the you wanna prove. I hate the question, tell me is that really how you move? That's how you move. I gotta say, I know I'm not the first that you consider to blame. But news for you, I'm not the one you think you wanna play with. I'm not the one you wanna play with. Sit down, I'll show you how it. You and I are not the same. I'm pretty dangerous. Believe me, ain't no argument. I heard the rumors when we met. I tried to give you the chance and go promiscuous. How dangerous the game is trying to play. Over, over. How dangerous the game is trying to play. Over, over. How dangerous the game is trying to play. Ooh, you're wasting time telling people that I'm thinking that I must be blind. Speaking out at 3 a.m., you're all in mind. But tell me again, it's one of your friends that let you spend the night. Thought I was blind. I gotta say, I know you're not the first to try. Just know that inside, best thing to happen in ya. See, you and I are not the same. I'm pretty dangerous. Believe me, ain't no argument. I heard the rumors when we met. I tried to give your ass a chance and go promiscuous. How dangerous the game is trying to play. Over. How dangerous the game you're trying to play. Over. How dangerous the game you're trying to play. Yeah, yeah. Over. See, I didn't wanna waste my time. I wanted you about my life is too grown. Sometimes I wanna go back in time to show you how it's really done. Whoa. You and I are not the same. I'm pretty dangerous. Believe me, ain't no argument. I heard the rumors when we met. I tried to give your ass a chance and go promiscuous. I'm dangerous. You think you're dangerous. You think you're dangerous. You think you're dangerous. I'm dangerous and game you're trying to play. Over, over. How dangerous the game you're trying to play. Thank you.
It was so it's interesting. First of all, that's awesome, and I love the part where you talk about going back and really sharing what really happened. But excellent. How would you describe your music? What is that? What is that genre?
Um, it's definitely pop, but I feel like it's gonna always have a different element or some different genre that I always um really was inspired by growing up. So it's definitely pop, but it's gonna have
Love it.
different elements. It's gonna have a country element, I have a hip hop element, an R&B element, It's gonna have different vibes added to it, which is what I like said earlier. I really love about me and my music, but it's definitely different. This whole EP is gonna definitely have those
And when does that get
different
released?
feel
On
vibes.
Friday?
Friday, November
Friday
13th.
the 13th. All right, Jordan, tell them how they can reach out to you, how they can download the song, how they can get in touch with you. Let them know the best way that they can listen to your music and find out more about you.
So you can listen to my music. You can go to jordanmassey.com. It's actually displayed below, and you can also check out my Instagram. It's the same. It's spelled the same way. So it's Jord, the letter B as in Vixen, and Massey. And yeah, definitely stay in touch. Music is everywhere so far right now, and Jordan
Fantastic.
Massey.
Look for his launch, guys, on Friday. Dangerous. All right, Jordan Massey, you're awesome. Thank you so much. You guys reach out, support artists. You know this is a crazy time for anybody who's in the entertainment or in the music world. So they got to get the word out, and it's good to get the word out. So I want you to reach out to Jordan. Go to his website, which is scrolling across the bottom. Look for him on the platforms. Thanks so much, Jordan, for being on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Right. Great job, Jordan Massey, everybody. Look for Dangerous on Friday. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.